Hey folks, it is, what is it, 7:10 a.m. on Sunday. Oh, boy, both Copper and I zonked out last night, I'm telling you. We were both so tired. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Planet Fitness, go to Ross's, and then I'm going to go up to where camping area that I hopefully get a spot, set the tent up, set the table up, my cot, and make some room because right now there's just not, even after unloading all that stuff into the storage unit, the stuff that's in there. I mean, the problem is that the tent takes up over half the back. And by the time you put the tent in and the poles for the tent and the stakes for the tent, half the back's already taken up. And then by the time I get the tables and the cot in there, there's just not a whole lot of room. So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to go up, find a camping spot, set the tent up, get at least the one table set up that goes inside the tent, get my cot set up, and I put my sleeping pad on the tent. That will alleviate. I'll have about 80% room more once I unload all that stuff. And then I can go back down to Walmart. Now, if I have cell reception there, which from what I understand, none of these places around here, unless you're like right by the entrance, which those spaces are pretty much taken up from all the reviews that I've read. If I do have cell service, then what I will do is, since I can do it like a grocery pickup, I can order online and then make arrangements to go pick it up to where I can just pull up, load it in there, and go. That way, Copper's not sitting out in the in the vehicle for a long time. So I'm praying that we have cell reception so I can do that because that way I can just order everything, you know, like I used to do back at the house. That I used to do, go over to Walmart and pick up groceries, and and then buy everything online. It's actually a lot easier, I think, too, to keep track of how much you're spending when you do it online. Because there's times that I like looked at the total and I'm like, okay, what can I alleviate here? So I'm just getting ready to go over to the breakfast area and have breakfast. I'm gonna take Ding Ding outside first, let him go pee. And oh, by the way, last night I took him out to the pet area. He did really well as far as he went out there and peed. Then we walked around, and I asked him, "Are you done? Are you done?" So he starts heading back to the room, from that area. Well, as we're walking through the parking lot, he is. You ever seen horses at a parade? Plop, 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 plop. And there was this other couple that went walking by, and they had two dogs. And of course they were looking at each other. They weren't, none of them were getting aggressive. But walking along, I heard the guy go, "Perfect timing." I'm like, "What?" And I look down. Copper's, as he's walking along, he's kind of like half squatting, half walking. And it's plop, plop, plop. It's like, oh my word. Dog, why didn't you go when you were out in the pet area? Oh, so yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and take him out real quick and then go eat some breakfast. And then by that time, well, Planet Fitness opens at 7. They're already open. Ross's opens at 8:30. So by the time we get out of here, everything should be open, and then I can just, go to Planet Fitness, go to Ross's, and then go up and set up the tent. And actually, I would rather do it in the cooler part of the day than the afternoon, because it gets beastly hot in the afternoon. Which is fine, but having to pound all those stakes in the ground and do all that stuff. I mean, I was getting really, really hot, in Alamo doing that, and it wasn't nearly as warm as it is here. So I want to try to get that done as early as I can, so I'm not just totally like. And then, like I say, then we'll run back in. It's only 5 miles from there to Walmart, so that's not too bad. It says 8 minutes, which I don't know. So that's the plan, and I will talk to you once we get going.